Hey guys, welcome. Retirement. What's your magic number? You're probably thinking, magic number. That's how much is in my savings account. That's what I've got in my IRA. That's what I got at work in my 401k. Well, actually, I had a different idea on this one, and I think it's super important. And even better, it's super easy. Everybody can do it. You don't have to be smart with numbers at all. Everybody's situation is different. But I personally think that I found through my research looking into this, hey, I'm getting ready for retirement. What do I got to do? What do I got to save? This might be the biggest, the biggest starting point that's easy to do, anyone can do, and it really will open your eyes as to see like how far you can go with this. You just take your expenses. You need to come up with what you pay monthly, to sustain, make your life the way it is now when you go into retirement. If you're thinking about, kind of slowing down a little bit to save money, even better. But basically take every bill that you pay. If you're married or have a spouse, just take the portion that you're responsible for. You don't have to take the full amount. But take your mortgage if you're still paying on your house. If you rent a place, take the money you pay for that, your homeowner's insurance, your car payment, car insurance, life insurance, all the bills you currently pay, cable bill, Wi-Fi, cell phone, food, utilities. I know it's a lot of stuff. But here's the deal. This is great. This is free. Easy to do. Anyone can do it. But when you write this down on paper, that's what I did. An old guy here, I wrote it on pen and paper. You could do it on your notepad in your phone. Come up with a number. And again, this isn't a test. It doesn't really matter if your numbers, it's not going to be right or wrong, but it's going to kind of give you a baseline for where you're at now. And it'll give you an idea of what you're going to need, with your retirement savings to get where you want to go. For me, for my personal situation, like I say, everyone is different. I mean, I want to be done now. I want to enjoy the quality of life while I've got it, and I just want to enjoy time with my family and kids. But on my numbers, when I came up with them, there's a few numbers that I want to have gone when I totally stop working. I don't want to totally stop and draw everything, from my retirement savings. So my own personal plan, I'm going to go from full-time work, I'm stepping down, to part-time. 4 days for now, maybe 3 days sometime in summer. And within a year, I want to be fully retired. So what I've done is I've looked at my numbers and I've kind of prioritized a few things that I want to pay off by the time I get there. So again, everyone's situation is different, but what I encourage you to do, and again, I think this is really going to give you, it's going to give you a heads up for your own situation. You're going to see a number there and you're going to go, okay, well, if I got this number for 1 month and I need to do that every month, that number times 12, that puts me at this much. Look at what you got saved for retirement. Say, how can I make this work? You may have enough to take care of the majority of it. You might not be of Social Security age yet. Like myself, I'm a little before all that, but I don't want to keep working until that point. So the whole basis of this little, I won't call it a game, but coming up with what's your magic number, just run the numbers for your lifestyle, for what you're dealing with your family. That'll give you a point to say, okay, how can I take care of this number if I slow down with work or stop from work? There's lots of ways to consider how to do it, with your investments. Again, if you have some side hustle coming in, a hobby that's paying you money, or you do like myself for a while, you're still going to work part-time, Social Security. But whatever you come up with, I think this is a great step one. Come up with a number that you're going to see, and it's going to be real world for you. So it might shock you a little bit, but for those of you who have saved, you might think, okay, this isn't so bad. And if I cut back, I don't do as wasteful with my spending, or maybe, cut back in a few areas, you're going to say, hey, this is more possible than I thought it was. I didn't think it was this real. And then you're going to say, hey, I think I'm really going to move forward. So I hope you found some value in this. I hope you don't think I'm crazy, but just take time to do it. See what you come up with, and stare at that number and talk to your spouse, or look at yourself and say, how can I make this a little smaller? Because if I can save a little bit more, not everybody needs a brand new car. Not saying that you shouldn't have it, but if that's a way, before you buy your next car, if that gets you into retirement, which is more important, maybe that's just one thing you do. So if you found value in this video, please like and subscribe. I hope I'm doing something that helps everybody out there in one way or another. If you at least look at something in a different point of view than you did before, that's a good start. So as always, thank you for coming by. Have a great day. Talk to you in the next video. Thanks, Ed.